Hi, I'm TakiyahLouise. Thanks for clicking through to view this video. Today I am back out in my happy place. I'm outside walking, getting some fresh air into my lungs, feeling great. The temperature is about 18 degrees and the feels like temperature says it's about 5. I don't know. It feels pretty comfortable to me. Of course, I did just get out of the gym lifting weights, so I'm a little warm, but still it feels great. The wind is present. It's just a little bit like got a chill in the air, just enough to let you know that it is actually winter time, but it's nothing like it had been previously where it was just like stinging cold. So it's pretty comfortable out. And today, let's see here, was a full body conditioning day, and that means I went into the gym, into the room, and I did a couple exercises, and then I also did exercises out on the main floor. And now I'm out here walking, getting in my cardio for the day, and I've been out here for about 35 minutes or so already, and I am not even frosty. I just feel comfortable. It just feels really good out here. But as far as what I did in the room today, I started off with some RDLs, and beforehand I looked up videos about how to do them, because last time I was going from memory and I wasn't sure if I was doing them right. But this time I looked up a video beforehand. Oops, I almost slipped. But this time I looked up a video beforehand just so I could get a better picture of what it is that I need to be doing. And I had my knees bent a little more this time when I was doing the motion, so I think that was pretty good. And last week the bar that I held was about 9 pounds, and this week I upped it to 15 pounds, and I did that for all of my sets. And then it came time for my kettlebell swings, and on that one I stuck with the same weight of the kettlebell, which was 15 pounds, and that is comfortable for me. I feel like I am at a point where I'm choosing weights that are going to be somewhat giving me a push, but not doing too much. Whereas before I was just going with moderately light to heavy weights, medium I'd say. And this time I'm trying to push myself a little more. With that kettlebell, it's 15 pounds, and with doing the motions of the swing, I don't think I could do that with a 20 pound or a 25 pound. So I stuck with 15 this time, and I completed the moves. And then I moved out to the floor and I did my chest fly machine, and that machine was something that I experimented with upping the weight on. And last time I did it starting at 50 pounds, and this time I did it starting at 50 pounds. Wait, let me see. Okay, last time for the fly I did 37.5 pounds. And then today I said, let's try to do a little more. So then I did it at 50 pounds for the first set. And then I went in for a second set, and I could only get 4 of them out. I was supposed to do 9 in total, but I for the first set at 50, I was only able to push out 8, and then I had to pause, and that's when I went back for more, and then I was able to push out 4 more at 50 pounds, and then I really couldn't do any more, so I dropped it to 37.5, and I did the rest of my sets at that weight, and that felt more comfortable to do. And like I said, I'm trying to push myself, but I'm not trying to overdo it. And 50 pounds was just, I'm glad that I got out those 12 that I did, but it was just too heavy in the end. And that's something that I'll be able to work up to shortly, I'm sure, if I keep it up. It was a little too much for me today, so I backed down, and I'm okay with that. It's something that I needed to do for myself, to give myself a little grace, to go a little lower so I can push out the sets that I need. So there's a balance there that I'm working on. And then I did the back extension machine. And last time when I did it, I started off at 50 pounds. And then I finished the last 3 sets at 62.5 pounds. But this time on the back extension, I went 75 pounds. And I felt like that was pretty good. I definitely felt like the tension in my back, when I was doing the pushback, I definitely felt like my muscles and my back were actually doing something, and it was a good feeling. So I was able to push those out, albeit a little slow, but I was able to do the weight at that time, I was able to do them at that weight and finish all my sets, and I ended up doing 12 reps for each set on that one. And then the last machine was the glute kickback machine. And this one, the last time that I did it at 50 pounds. And this time I started it off at 75 pounds because I felt like 50 pounds from memory last time. I remember saying that I thought I could do more, and I did. And then when I got on there and I did my 75 pounds, I felt like it wasn't light by any means, but I just felt like I had it in me to do more. So I pushed it up to 87.5 pounds for the remaining sets, and that felt good. And I actually think I can go up a little higher on that one too next time, because what I'm trying to do here is increase the weights to a point to where I can basically do a heavier weight with the same amount of reps that I need to be completing, without much failure. I know, like, I've heard that when you're doing your reps and you go till failure, I just think, like, I have in my mind this number of reps that I need to do, and failure usually comes before that number. But I feel like if I'm pushing myself to do as many as I can, that's still good. But I still have in my mindset you should get this certain number. But I guess I'm going to use that as like a guideline. And then if failure comes before that number, I could just accept it and drop the weight a little bit to finish out to the number that I want to get. Or I can just leave it alone. Or if failure ultimately comes after that number, I guess I'll never know because I stopped at that number. But it's not like I would push past and do more reps. I don't think, at least not now. That's not like what I have in my mindset, but maybe one day. But I like to stick to the number that I've set, which is a mix of what ChatGPT said and a mix of what I had been doing before, because all the reps that I was doing before were at 12, and with ChatGPT I fixed the numbers so it would still be a relatively high number of reps, but I start at like 9 is the lowest number of reps that I do, and then I do like 9, 10, 12, something like that. But yeah, that was my day at the gym. I felt successful in there, even though I wasn't able to fully stick out on the chest fly and do that weight for the full time. But like I said, I gave myself grace and I pushed back on the weight so I could increase the number of reps that I did, and I got it done. Whoa, I almost slipped. Wow. So yeah, I feel good about that. And tomorrow is another mobility day and treadmill if I decide to go super early, or I might do a walk in the afternoon. If it depends on when I plan on getting over there, because I do have some other things that I need to do tomorrow, but we'll see. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Anything you do is greatly appreciated. Remember to be a good human, and until the next video, take care.